Hey guys, this is part 3 of my horror DVD collection. There's my guitar. And we're just gonna hop right in. So let's get her going. Next up is my copy of Ginger Snaps, which is a very quirky werewolf movie. Sorry, about two teenage girls. One gets bitten and turns into a werewolf. This has a lot of sexual references in it, so I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. But it is a really enjoyable film. I don't like the fact that the DVD cover is black and white. It makes you feel like it's kind of like a bootleg, but it's not, because I've checked other copies like this at Blockbuster, etc. This is one of the best werewolf movies I've seen. I'm not really into werewolves either, but very good stuff. This is actually one of probably the first horror movies I ever saw, entitled The Glass House with Lily Saborsky. Just a really good movie. It's a thriller and a horror, but it's about these two kids whose parents die and they have to go live with this other guy, and he's crazy and doop. It's kind of a storyline that's been done a few times, but this, I think, hit it the nail on the head. It's got the widescreen, full screen thing again, which is good because I like my widescreen. So, Glass House, good movie. Next up, we have the infamous Hannibal. This is the 2-disc special edition with Anthony Hopkins. It's about the serial killer named Hannibal Lecter. It is a really good movie. It's a very good follow-up to Silence of the Lambs. And obviously, if you have not seen this, you need to go pick up a copy and watch it right now. It's a really good film. The only, you'll see. Don't worry about it. Never mind, I wasn't going to say anything important. Next up is Hannibal Rising. It's the unrated version with the embossed outside. I like that quite a bit. This is a really good film. I really like this. It's a prequel to the entire Hannibal Lecter series. To me, it was very reminiscent of Star Wars Episode 3 with Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader. Though I don't really like Star Wars a ton, this film was a very good kind of revenge film, and it really showed you how he got to be the way he was, and just it's a very clever film. I really enjoyed it. It's a widescreen edition, which is good because, as I said, I like my widescreen. So yeah, there you go with that film. After that, I have Hellraiser. This is the Anchor Bay 10th anniversary edition. Hellraiser is a dark fairy tale about these interdimensional beings who come out when you open this when you solve this puzzle box, and they come through the dimension and pretty much torture you. That's where Pinhead comes from, is this series. This is the only movie I like in the series, and this movie does have quite a bit of sexual content in it. So I don't suggest that for anybody, but it's a good film there. Next up, I just got this, Hide and Seek. I picked it up. I'd never heard of it, but it looked interesting. Plus Robert De Niro, Dakota Fanning. I don't really like Dakota Fanning too much, but Robert De Niro was a plus there. It felt a lot like The Sixth Sense. The plot twist was pretty predictable. It's a full screen, so that's kind of sad, but I also don't like the recyclable things. They bug me. Cases. But it was done really well. It felt a lot like The Sixth Sense. But let's see. Hang on a sec. But it just wasn't as plot twisty as The Sixth Sense was. Ah, man, why won't this go in there? Oh, I see, because the top's all busted up. Ooh, gotta fix that. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, not too many people have heard of this. The ending was pretty twisted. I think if they had just given you the plot twist from the beginning, I think I'd like the film a lot more. But they didn't. I will have to deal with that. Next up is the Wes Craven film, The Hills Have Eyes. This is the 2-disc. What can I say about The Hills Have Eyes? There's a bunch of cannibals that live in the cannibalistic mutants that live in the. This is really nice. It's got the poster art back there too, from Mexico and stuff. It's nice. Anyway, cannibals that live in the hills. These family goes on a vacation. They get stuck there, and they gotta make it out alive. I watched this at like 1 in the morning the first time I ever saw it, and I thought it was really good, so got myself a copy. Next up is a Korean film, The Host. It's about a giant mutated tadpole. This is a 2-disc, by the way, that lives in some river, I'm not sure. Oh, the Han River. And just comes out and starts killing things. Pretty good movie. I like giant monster movies. So this was a real treat for me. I'd never seen it, but I heard great things about it, so I just said, nah, what the heck. So I picked myself up a copy for about $3, I think. So, good stuff. I really like that film quite a bit. Next up is the remake of The House of Wax. I do like the original, but I like this one too. There's 2 bad downfalls to this. One's the full screen, and also it has Paris Hilton in it, who I really don't like, but she gets to die in a pretty fantastic way, so that made me happy. Plus, Vincent in this movie was pretty cool. I liked him quite a bit in this movie. The original one with Vincent Price, I liked quite a bit too. Sadly, it just costs quite a bit whenever I find it these days, so I just haven't gotten around to getting myself a copy of that yet, but this is a good film. It's about a serial killer who owns a wax house. Pardon me, excuse me. Next up is I Am Legend with Will Smith. This is the 2-disc special edition. It includes an alternate ending. I've never seen that alternate ending, but it was a pretty good film. The first time I saw this, I didn't like it because it was... sorry there. I still have the tape on the top. But, the first time I saw this, I didn't like it because of the trailer. Because I thought it felt way too much like it was just the trailer dragged out for a long time. The second time I saw it, though, I'd gotten over the trailer and I watched it, and I thought it was a pretty good film. It's about vampires, and it's just a pretty good film. Next up is Identity. This is the special edition. My friend had actually been urging me to see this for a long time. It's one of her all-time favorite movies, so I found it for maybe $3 or something, so I figured, why not? And I wound up liking it quite a bit. Excuse me. It has a plot twist. That's a pretty cool plot twist. I kind of saw it coming, but that doesn't really detract too much from how much of a intelligent twist it was, and it is a really good movie. It's about a bunch of people trapped in a motel, and people start dying, and they don't know why, and it's great. Next up is In the Mouth of Madness with Sam Neill and John Carpenter's the director. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft, so I knew I'd probably like it right away. H.P. Lovecraft is really, really cool stuff. I don't really like most of his films, though, but this one, however, I found was very good. It's just a really cool story. It's about a horror novelist that goes missing, and an insurance fraud, an insurance claims guy is sent out to find him, and madness ensues. Very good stuff. Very good. Next up is It. This is one of the few Stephen King movies that I really enjoy. Pennywise the Dancing Clown is a freak. I like the book. The book is pretty cool. This is a made-for-TV, super lengthy one, so it's like 3 hours, like a few of his films are. It's stupid flap again, but it's got the widescreen. Oh, no, it doesn't have the widescreen. It has one part on the one side and the other part on the other, because it's just so long. But this film scared the pants off my friend when he was a kid, so I figured, why not? It's one of those films where they're kids and they go on an epic journey, and I like it. I thought it was good. Also, another one of the first horror movies I ever saw was Jeepers Creepers. Really like this film. It's a kind of a throwback to old serial killing monster movies. It's got 2 sides for bonus features and whatnot. See on the other side? Oh, hang on. And it's about this monster that comes out every 100 years or so. I don't know how many he has. There's a certain timeline. But anyway, it's got Justin Long in it, and it's pretty good. It's got some black humor to it. Pretty funny stuff. But it's really good. just watching this. So we're going to cut for the 10-minute mark here, and we'll see you guys back here in a momento.